like my town with a little drop of poison.
Ik zit nu in de auto op weg naar Petaluma. Dat is hier nog ongeveer, ik denk een half uurtje vandaan of zo. Ik heb een jeep gekregen. Ik moet een beetje uitkijken dat er geen sheriffs me zien wat ik nu doe. Want volgens mij mag je in de auto helemaal niet in de microfoon praten, want je mag hier helemaal niks. Ik zie het bord voorbij komen. Petaluma, 11 kilometer. Daar word ik dan verwacht in de Quality Inn. En daar word ik opgepikt en dan naar een café gebracht. Dat heet Little Amsterdam. En daar zou Tom Waits dan zitten. Maar ik heb nog steeds zo'n soort gevoel van... Ik geloof het pas als ik er zit.
Skies as deep as it can be. Bend down the branches. Close your eyes and you will see. Bend down the branches.
Well, maybe you can start by explaining, Tom, where we are.
We're probably about 18 miles outside of Petaluma, and we're at the Little Amsterdam.
I came from Amsterdam. I've brought you a little gift from Amsterdam, and I'm sure I hope you like it. Just unwrap it, man. I'm glad I'm in the opportunity to do something back for all.
Oh, wooden shoes.
You've got them already?
My favorite. No, I don't have any wooden shoes.
Oh, I hope they're your size. What size feet are you?
Well, I'm about a 10.
Ooh, I hope they fit.
I think I could probably put these on with my shoes on. Yeah, I love them.
Yeah?
Never had a pair of wooden shoes before. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'll put them to good use. I have wooden floors at home.
Yeah?
So they should sound great on a wooden floor.
Yeah. Peoria Jazz. Dudlow Joe.
Shall we talk a little bit about Orphans?
Okay, go ahead.
Because that's what we're here to do, right?
Okay.
Tell us about the album.
I don't know how to describe it. It's broke down into 2 or 3 categories. Brawlers, ballers, and bastards. So it's really like the ballads and then the blues and then the more spoken word, more arcane, more eccentric songs. The third one. And I don't know. It's a compendium, really. These are the songs that fell behind the stove. There's real obscure stuff, real rarities mixed with brand new stuff that we recorded. So it's about 30 new songs, and the rest of them are the songs from kind of my parallel career, songs that were on compilations or came from films or that type of thing, or collaborations with other people, or things I recorded in the garage with the kids, or did on a tape recorder in the car.
Yeah.
Spend the night away from home, and his mother held his photograph up in the New York Times. You see, the killing has intensified along the road to peace. He was a tall, thin boy with a wispy mustache, disguised as an Orthodox Jew.
Was there stuff that you were afraid to put out and then, on an album, and then thought, well, this is not really such a bad song when you sort of rediscovered it?
Yeah, sometimes if it's in the right sequence, it's kind of like editing a film. If it's done correctly and if it's in the right spot, it starts to pop, But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, for example, about the song "Road to Peace," because that sounds like a song that you would say, well, I don't know if we should put it on an album. But then when you listen back, when did you record that?
After Real Gone was done, and we were already done. The record was finished, and it was an article in the New York Times. So
That inspired you.
Yeah, well, it was too late for the record, and everybody said, "Oh well, man, this is just gonna cause trouble anyway. A song like this is gonna cause trouble."
Yeah.
You start singing about the Jews and the Palestinians. It's such a hotbed right now. But I was compelled to do it in spite of that, and I tried to give equal time to both sides. So it doesn't sound biased. That was our goal, is to try to make it. It's like if you're not careful when you're doing a song about two sides at war, you may be shot at by both of them.
Yeah.
So I wasn't looking forward to that. I was trying to be more like Walter Cronkite, just right down the middle.
The fundamentalists killing on both sides, standing in the path of peace. But tell me, why are we arming the Israeli army with guns and tanks and bullets? And if God is great and God is good, why can't He change the hearts of men? Well, maybe God Himself is lost and needs help. Maybe God Himself, He needs all of our help. Maybe God Himself is lost and needs help. He's out upon the road to peace. Maybe God Himself is lost and needs help. Maybe God Himself, He needs all of our help. And He's lost upon the road to peace. And He's lost upon the road to peace. Out upon the road to peace.
But that's actually the first time that I heard that you are speaking yourself out in very explicit, almost political terms, because that you don't normally do that. So why this time?
I don't know why. I was compelled. Sometimes you read something in the paper and it's already a song. It was one of those articles that affected me, and so I think all songwriters should be able to pick up a newspaper and write a song from it. So I was trying to see if I could do that too.
Yeah.
And that's all it was.
Yeah. Are you? I read somewhere that you don't own a television. Is that still true? But I was wondering, do you worry about the situation in the world? Do you keep up and read?
We all do. Yeah, sure. I don't have a TV. It's at the bottom of the pool, and I haven't been able to get a picture on it. But I do read the paper,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know. The whole world is on fire right now.
I was thinking, listening to your work and also these new albums, that maybe you are trying sort of more of paint the pictures of what things that happen to what they call every man. These are things that could have happened to lots of people, like a demonstration of the underside of the world. You know what I mean?
Well,
I mean, these are not your personal stories.
No. Mary Ellen Mark, the photographer, she takes pictures of people that normally don't get their pictures taken. And I try to write songs about people that normally aren't the subject of songs. My name, Waits, is in all the musical dictionaries. The word Waits means those are the carolers that used to go from door to door, and it was also the guy that sung the song about the end of the day. Would say it's 9 o'clock and all is well, and it would tell some of the stories about what happened during that day.
Like a sort of reporter almost.
Like a report, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Waits is. That's what Waits is.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that. I found out, much later. Say, hey man, you're in the dictionary. Waits, come here, man. You're in the hey, look, you're in the dictionary.
Uh-huh.
Whoa, all right.
There's one song, or there are lots of songs. One song that I put on the album first, and I was surprised because the first CD I put in, I thought I'd been given the wrong promo copy. I thought it was the promo copy to the new Cramps album, because it started out with "Lie to Me."
Oh right, yeah.
That's your voice sounds so different on that. When did you record that?
I don't know, a couple months ago.
It's new.
Yeah, new song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of different voices, I think everybody does, this, that's really kind of what most singers are trying to do, is cultivate different characters and different levels and different shapes to their voice, just like an actor does when he's playing different characters. That's what I've always tried to do with my voice, is use it for different things. So there's a lot of songs that are kind of my these are song forms that I've always enjoyed and appreciated, so I'm getting a chance to kind of do my version, so there's blues and tango and rumba and so that's really all what I've always had in my head, that I love Harry Belafonte, but I also love Black Flag. And what do you do with that so I always try to just embrace it, so I'm the guy with plaid pants and 2 different colored shoes, and one side of my head shaved and tooth blacked out, and wearing a dashiki.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that is a pound.
How do you rate your own singing? What do you think of your own voice? Do you think you're good?
Excellent. Completely excellent. Awesome. Just awesome. If I didn't know me and I heard this guy, I'd flip.
Yeah.
I'd say, man, this guy is everything. He's like the Lon Chaney of music, man. I think I'm good. But no, I'm just saying that, as in my own humble way. But no, here's what I think. I think most singers are doing bad impersonations of the singers they admire, and I'm no different. Ray Charles was trying to sound like Nat Cole, and when I started out, I wanted to sound like Ray Charles.
You did?
Who didn't?
You wanted to sound like Ray Charles?
Oh God, yeah. Everybody wants to sound like Ray Charles or James Brown, or
You like James Brown?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
That was it, man. But the job was taken.
Yeah.
So forget it.
Something else came out.
Well, something always does, because you can't really do an honest impersonation of another singer,
Yeah.
So I'm failing at it badly, but I'm in my failure, I'm discovering my voice.
what do you look for in sound on your records? What kind of sounds intrigue you or do you use?
Well, everything has to it has to be musical.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that has to do with what you're selecting and then how you're miking it. And I like to take things that aren't considered music and make them music. I remember being in a session years ago, and I was working with a marimba player, and he went over, and I was trying to describe to him what I was looking for, and he couldn't seem to find it. And he went over, he grabbed a chair, and he dragged a chair across the floor, and I went, oh! I said, that's it. So sometimes if you're paying attention and you're looking outside of the frame, you'll find what you're looking for.
Well, they call me William the Pleaser. I stole opium flowers and lead.
You used to like punk and hip hop. Do you still like punk and hip hop?
Oh yeah. My kids, really got me into hip hop because, my son Casey is 20. I have a daughter 23 and a boy 13, and that's all they listen to. So I haven't dominated the turntable at home in many years.
No.
But my son used to like all the kind of backpack rappers, the more kind of nerd rap. Sage Francis and people like that.
So not like the gold chain rappers.
No, but he loves Biggie and all those guys, and Tupac, and and he follows the whole scene. So.
And what do you find intriguing in hip hop?
The fact that there's something so minimal about how it all comes together. You may just have like 3 instruments, sometimes only 2 instruments. I was listening to Snoop Dogg, and there was like 2 instruments and his voice. That was it. And it was a complete full menu of sound and communication, and I was just knocked out.
Is that where you got the idea from hip hop to use your own voice on some tracks as a sort of a beatbox?
Yeah, well, it was, again, this probably was my bad imitation of a guy beatboxing. It's my kind of me falling down the stairs and doing it poorly. But no one seemed to notice that I only have like three notes, and
Sound okay to me.
But it's something that I like doing, and it's something that you do when a lot of it comes just from the being in the car when you're by yourself and you want to try and create a full musical moment. And you have no instrument. You use what you have.
Everything I had in the 29 flood. The pond was buried beneath a mile of mud. Now I'm down enough about the whistle and the steam. I may be leaving on a 219. There's a fella that preaching about a hell and damnation, bouncing off the walls in the Grand Central Station. I treated her bad, I treated her mean. My baby leaving on a 219. I said, hey, I don't know what to do.
Sometimes when artists make a sort of like an album you've made where there are new songs but there are also sort of what they call leftovers or things that were left behind, it's like a sort of rounding up and then maybe to make a new step. Is this one of these attempts where you think, okay, I've boxed all these chickens, what am I going to do next? Do you think there's a new era dawning for your kind of music and your work?
Oh, we're always working on something new, I collect song titles, so I always got a million song titles. These are all song titles.
These papers are? Can you read some, or is it a secret?
see. Dancing like there's nobody watching, or every secret thing, or things will be different in Chicago. It always sounds like a song that is already finished.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when the trees bend, it makes the wind blow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stuff like that. Just weird little.
Yeah.
So, you know, some of them are half finished. And,
Yeah.
You know, so.
So how do you go about working, for example, if you have this song with, what was it, with Chicago? Things Will Be Better in Chicago?
Yeah.
If you would make a song out of that, how do you start? What do you do?
Well, it already writes itself, you know, with a chorus like that. You know, things will be different, or things will be better in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could make it about anybody, somebody who lives in New Orleans. You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and they're, you know, it's after the Katrina. You know, maybe they lost everything and they're moving to Chicago. You know? So as soon as you get a character, my feeling is that songs, you need weather, you need something to eat, and you need a town. And then you have atmosphere. And as soon as you have atmosphere and characters, you have a story. And as soon as you know.
Mm-hmm.
So at a certain point, songs kind of write themselves through you.
Yeah. Do you see yourself as a craftsman or an artist?
Gee, I don't know. I like to think that I'm a craftsman. That you know. But yeah,
It's not like you're gifted with some genius, like touched by the hands of the gods, etc.
No, it's a lot of work, you know. You got to keep at it. You know, I'm not. I don't have that gift, you know. But I love what I do, and people always like watching someone who does something well and who also enjoys doing it.
Yeah.
So, you know, I got lucky, you know. I got people want to pay to come see me, you know.
Het wordt langzaam later op het erf achter de Little Amsterdam. De zon begint te zakken. En Tom Waits is hier, aan zijn wankele tafeltje, niet de sjamaan van de popmuziek. En ook geen boeman of brulboeiende zonderling. Geen moppetapper of halfgestoorde zwerver. Nee, dit is gewoon een geweldige, aardige en innemende vent. Ik heb sowieso het idee dat ik Tom Waits voor het grootste deel al ken. Alsof ik een rare oom uit mijn familie, over wie ik veel gehoord heb, nu eindelijk echt ontmoet. Alle spanning is verdwenen. Waits vraagt me of ik mijn vragenlijstje niet moet afwerken, waar ik al een half uur niet naar gekeken heb. Ik lach en laat hem het notitieboekje zien dat ik meteen begonnen ben toen ik hoorde dat ik hem ging interviewen. Daarin had ik in no time 100 vragen aan Tom Waits opgeschreven. Het hadden er ook 500 kunnen zijn of 1000. We besluiten een spelletje te spelen. Tom noemt een nummer en ik lees hem de vraag voor. Shall we pick one more number? I don't know. 13. There you go. Home is a very often recurring theme in your work. The person in your songs are often drifting or on the run. Also, you try and look like a bum on stage. A lot seems to revolve around going away, finding a home, etc. How come?
I don't know. Well, I said in one song, that if you get far enough away, you'll be on your way back home. You know? So, I don't know. It is a recurring theme.
I mean, you were never homeless, were you?
No, I was never homeless. I lived in my car for a period of time, but I've never been homeless. You know. I think it's a metaphor for me in songs. I think that a lot of people think that they'll be happier when they're on the road, and then all they think about is home. Mm-hmm. And I remember being at home as a child and thinking that life was really happening right now somewhere on the other side of the world, and I wasn't going to be a part of it because I'm stuck at home. Mm-hmm. And then I found the other side of the world.
Yeah.
And when I got there, I was lonely for home, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's just a restless feeling that I have in general. High and lonesome. You know?
Yeah. I left New York 1949 to go across the country without a dad blame dime. Montana in the cold, cold fall. Found my father in a gambling hall. Father, Father, where you been? I've been in the world since I was only 10. Don't worry about me, I'm about to die on the pleurisy. Cross the Mississippi, cross the Tennessee, cross the Niobrara, home I'll never be. Home in Unandora, home in Old Truckee, Appalachia-Cola, home I'll never be.
Tom, there's one last thing I want to ask you is, what are your thoughts on popularity?
Oh, gee, I don't know. Well, I don't know. It's a blessing and a curse. You know, it rarely comes in handy. I got pulled over by the Chicago police.
Yeah.
One afternoon, I was walking around the block. I was working at a theater down the street, and I was going out looking for coffee. They pulled me over. They threw me up against the car. They handcuffed me, and they threw me in the back of the police car.
Yeah.
And then they all busted up laughing. And then they took the handcuffs off, and they said, "Hey, we're coming to the show tonight." And I was like, "Man, I'm gonna kill you."
Blessing and a curse.
Yeah. But you chase it for a long time. Problem is, most people say, "Notice me," and then they say, "Leave me alone."
Yeah.
It's.
But that's basically, isn't that what you do too? I mean, you want to be left alone, don't you?
Well, you know what it is? You want to have a sink and a faucet for your fame. You want to be able to get rid of it when you don't want it anymore. You want to be able to plug it up and fill up the sink with it if you want.
Yeah.
You want to be able to turn it off at the faucet. You know?
Yeah.
Other times you just want to leave it running.
Yeah.
You know? And you want it to be hot and cold. So I don't know. But it rarely comes in handy in all situations. Mostly your kids like it when they want tickets for the Chili Peppers. And they say, "Come on, Dad, call them up, man."
Yeah.
That's when it.
That's when it
they
comes in
like.
handy.
Yeah. For them.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like moving a piano and someone's asking you for a light. So it's good and it's not good. It's just like everything, It's got its moments when you're happy that you have it, and then there's times when, being 40 feet tall isn't the greatest thing all the time. I'm not saying I'm 40 feet tall, but if you're a movie star, and you're trying to mind your own business, and you're trying to, it's your wife's birthday, and you want to have a little moment with her in a quiet table in the corner, and you got people asking you for your autograph. It's just a pain in the ass. So,
but you can still do that, can't you?
For the most part, yeah. I don't have that kind of fame. I don't have that kind of tabloid fame.
That's nice.
But I have people that maybe want to have a really meaningful exchange with me at an awkward moment. Like you got a baby on your shoulders or in your arms, and you're on the elevator, and whatever, So
and then they're going to ask you tricky questions.
Yeah. They want something. They want a meaningful moment with you that they can always remember. But
that's hard.
Yeah.
Okay. Comes with the job.
Comes with the job.
Well, I stumbled in the darkness. I'm lost and alone. Though I said I'd go before us and show the way back home. there a light up ahead? I can't hold on very long. Forgive me, pretty baby, but I always take the long way home. Money's just something you throw off the back of a train. Got a head full of lightning, a hat full of rain, and I know that I said I'll never do it again. I love you, pretty baby, but I always take the long way home. I put food on the table and a roof overhead, but I trade it all tomorrow for the highway instead. Watch your back, keep your eyes shut tight. Your love's the only thing I've ever known. One thing for sure, pretty baby, I always take the long way home. Finally be alone. Come